Oi, it's your boy. It's good old fashioned Cliffy Senpai, and I'm here to talk to you guys about rucoy again. Now, of course, rucoy is a good game, and we definitely have a very active developer who is consistently banning cheaters and updating the game itself and making it very fun and entertaining, constantly adding new items and new concepts to change up the gameplay. Well, let's just give Riccardo a round of applause because he is the best developer that we could have asked for. Now, now rucoy has dungeons, and of course you can go into a dungeon and raid a dungeon. That's cool and all, but let me introduce this idea to you, and let me tell you, and please tell me what you guys think of the idea in the comments. So, before that, let me just give you a little anecdote, but not really anecdote because it's going to give you an idea of what I'm getting at should be added to the game. So right now you can see that we're playing some good old-fashioned rucoy, just farming, me and 3 other guys. And when you're farming, there's a debate of just whether you should all just get a drop as it drops, or if you should split it all uh, by dividing it by the amount of members in your party and all the drops. So all that, blah blah blah. But that's not really what we're talking about. I'm just saying that it's kind of washed. Like going in and farming is only worth it whenever you're in demons, because honestly I would get way more XP and be able to keep all the drops if I was farming solo. And low key, it's like the only part that's better about farming with the group is the XP. So I don't know. Uh Overall, I'm saying that running around like how we are right now is just not the way. It's definitely not the move. We have no speed or power. As you can see, I have like a level 200, and then just I'm a low 2. I literally only have like 311 magic, like 312 defense. So we're just trying our best and it's not working. So Rick, here's an idea that will blow your mind. There's a genre of anime, and I don't even know what it's called. Maybe someone will know, but it's not something that I know, so I'm just going to show you some of the anime that are in that genre. It's like there's a tower, you know, in the isekai or in this fanatical MMORPG type of world, you know, there's just a tower, and it's like they all these heroes and adventurers and guilds enter the tower, and there's just floors, and they keep fighting and getting all types of loot and bringing back stuff from the tower. So in rucoy's case, obviously it's going to be drops, but I just feel like there should be mini bosses after every couple of levels. So here's how I think that it should be introduced into the game. It would be probably only for like level 150 plus. I think that it should be after town 2, but there should be a tower, and basically it's floors. So you would practically start off at a very easy level. I imagine just all types of stuff below goblins, just generating for waves. And then at eventually round 2, it would be like you and your little raid party would be fighting something like a dumbed down VK. Or by that I just mean like eventually um, it would get to a level where not even the best would be able to handle it. And so there would be like a record for like the people who got the highest wave. I imagine there would be no limit on how many people you could actually bring in. That would be pretty lame. But Rick could work it out. He's the developer. I just think it would be a good idea, a good concept to add. Rucoy is definitely the type of game that needs something like this, and it's definitely the type of game that could easily incorporate something like this because teleportation is already pre-established, and just the idea of going through floors is already pre-established. There's The map is practically stacked for those of you who don't know that. Liz and Minnow and Van, they are all practically on top of each other. So that's where the secret tunnels come from. It's not so much that the places are stacked on top of each other. It's actually just that certain parts of the zone overlap. So in other places, Dro, Dragon, and Demon. So in these tower anime, they go into the tower and retrieve their loot. Now, in rucoy, obviously, that loot is going to be the drops. I don't know how the system would be established. I would like for it to be like the drop rate is very high in there, and it's just a good way to make money that's efficient, more efficient than farming solo. Because you can make about, let's say, if you farm dragon for 3 hours, I'd say you can make on a level 250 account, I'd say you could make anywhere from 250,000 to maybe even 1kk in 3 hours of farming drag. But Rick, they're selling items for millions and millions. It's ridiculous. The economy is really messed up, so I feel like there needs to be a way to compensate for this. And I believe that a tower is an amazing aspect to add to an MMORPG anyway. Especially with how dull rucoy has been lately, you have to understand that there's practically guilds for no reason. It's just been regular old PvP, and I just want something new, you know. This game is getting so old. Everyone's talking about a town 3, and I'm just like, bro, town 3, what the fuck? What is adding a new town gonna do? Just add some new zones? Like, eventually that would be cool, but there just needs to be something more. There needs to be some more zest in the gameplay of rucoy, and I believe that this tower will compensate, because then it's gonna push people to want to join guilds, and it's gonna push guilds to be active, because then you and your guild are constantly going out and raiding the tower together. So I don't know how it would work. That's not my job to get that type of thing figured out. But not drop rate. I think it should be run based on just you get a drop. You're gonna be getting a lot of drops already inside of the tower, but I mean like good drops. Like, maybe could you get swifts eventually at some point in the tower? And I feel like there definitely needs to be a lock, like, you know, the dungeon lock where you have a timer, so that if you die, you're just screwed. I feel like your squad should just go on without you in the tower. I don't know about allowing people to come back if they die. I think they should just be sent to the town and have to wait until their entire raid party leaves the tower and then reset. I just think that it would be fun to throw into the game, because we are not having very much fun. I would say the lows are just getting abused, and they're like, what's the point of even playing when I'm just getting ganked and abused? So I don't know, it's a pretty cool aspect, and I think that it would be nice if Rick would add something like this. What do you think of that tower anime comparison? In Magi, one of the anime I showed, there were these artifacts that basically, if you beat the tower, you got the artifact, and you're the only one that had it. And there's just some cool items that are rare like that, like a spiked ring. I feel like Rick needs to add more items that have individual buffs. So, like, imagine if there was just a critical set. That would be pretty cool. Like, it just, each little piece of armor had a higher crit chance, and it would eventually, it would be like, oh, you just got plus like 16 crit, but hey, that's actually a lot if you think about it. I believe a spiked ring is only 2.5. That would make you so OP. But really, it's like, It's not actually that much. It's just a way higher amount for a crit. And what if to compensate for it, it made you like a glass cannon, so you had a little armor points on the actual armor. It was just like 175 armor practically, something like that. That would be pretty cool. Rick, you need to start being a developer again. Sorry for being so blunt, but you're just a terrible dev. Peace out. Leave your entries in the sub. I don't know how the fuck the song went, but yeah, I got an outro song going. It's playing in our heads. Everyone's playing their own outro song. Leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about this idea of adding a tower. Peace out. Gotta go get my magic to 400, boys and girls.